This is the case of the Mysterious Isdal Woman. In 1970, a woman's burned body was found in the mountains of Norway. Despite the best efforts of investigators, she has never been identified. Her death remains a mystery to this day. There are theories that she may have been a spy. Others believe she was the victim of a serial killer. What we do know is that before she died, she had been living under a false identity. She'd used at least 3 different names and aliases throughout her life, and she'd even assumed the identity of a dead child. This is what makes the case so strange. Who was this woman? How did she die? And why is her case still unsolved after all these years? It was on September 29th, 1970, when a mushroom picker stumbled across a horrifying sight in the mountains near a town called Odda in Norway. A woman's naked body had been found burned beyond recognition. Her legs were spread wide as if she'd been trying to run away. But who was she? That's what the police set out to find. They soon learned that the woman had been living in a small town, not far from where her body was found, under the name Anne Britt. She'd lived there for several months, working as a waitress in a local pub. But nobody knew anything about her past. When they checked her personal belongings, they found a small suitcase with a few scraps of paper inside. One of them contained a phone number. The police called it, but the person who answered didn't know anything about Anne, where she lived or where she might have come from. Then they found a birth certificate which said that Anne was born in 1945 in a city called Molde. But when the police checked with the local registry office, they learned that there was no record of anyone by that name being born there. It was as if Anne had simply vanished into thin air. They did, however, discover that she had once lived in another town not too far away and had used the name Anne-Marie. But no one there knew anything about her either. The only lead the police had was a faded photograph of a man they believed to be Anne's boyfriend. But despite releasing the photo to the press, no one came forward with any information. To this day, the case remains unsolved. There are many theories about who the Isdal woman was and how she died. Some believe she was a spy. After all, she had been living in a small town near a US airbase. It's possible that she was involved in some kind of sensitive operation and was killed by someone who wanted to protect her identity. Others believe she may have been the victim of a serial killer. In the 1970s, there were a number of unsolved murders of young women in Norway, and it's possible that the Isdal woman was one of them. However, no DNA evidence has ever been found to link her to any of these crimes. So who was the Isdal woman? Was she a spy, a runaway, a victim of a serial killer, or someone else entirely? We may never know the truth. What I find most interesting about this case is the fact that the woman had used so many different aliases. This suggests that she was on the run from something or someone. But what that could possibly be is anyone's guess. It's possible that she was involved in something she shouldn't have been, such as spying or drug dealing. Or it could be something more sinister, like being the witness to a crime, or even being a victim of human trafficking. Another interesting aspect of this case is the fact that the woman's body was found burned. This suggests that her killer wanted to destroy any evidence that could identify her. They may have been trying to send a message to whoever was looking for her, but what that message was, we may never know. The bottom line is that this case has more twists and turns than a Scandinavian crime drama, and it just goes to show that sometimes the truth really is stranger than fiction. What do you think happened to the Isdal woman? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Have a great day. Bye.